Welcome back to LOSC News TV, and today we're going to first look at Philippe Coutinho has 3 Premier League suitors as Barcelona look to offload Brazilian, and then we're going to look at Gabriel Magalhaes asking Renato Sanches to join him at Arsenal, with midfielder waiting for invitation. So the first transfer headline states that Coutinho has 3 Premier League suitors as Barcelona look to offload Brazilian. So the reports are stating that Barcelona are keen to get rid of Philippe Coutinho this summer, bringing to an end his expensive and underwhelming stay at the Camp Nou, and they believe 3 Premier League clubs are interested in his signature. The Brazilian has previously been linked with a return to former club Liverpool, but that is not a realistic option, but the trio of Arsenal, Everton and Leicester City are all thought to hold an interest in him, reports Spanish publication Mundo Deportivo. The 29-year-old moved from Liverpool to Barça in 2018 for a fee of £105 million, which could rise to as much as £142 million with add-ons and incentives. 3 years later, and Barcelona reportedly still owe the Reds around £35 million from the initial deal, and are desperate to avoid any more add-ons and unload his enormous wages from their costs, with Philippe Coutinho earning around £8.6 million a year. The Catalan Giants are in a terrible financial trouble, restricted to signing free agents this summer, and would only be looking for around £35 million for Philippe Coutinho as they work to get him off their books. Philippe Coutinho's contract at Barcelona runs until 2023, so they are especially keen to regain as much money for him now, with his valuation likely to continue to fall over the next year if he doesn't leave. After a reasonable start to his career in Spain, things have gone downhill badly, and a loan spell at Bayern Munich in the 2019-2020 season didn't seem to help. The arrival of Ronald Koeman as manager last year has not improved his fortunes, making just 12 La Liga appearances in the season just gone, with 8 only of those coming from the start. So it looks like Philippe Coutinho has 3 Premier League suitors as Barcelona look to offload Brazilian. And in terms of Barcelona, I think Philippe Coutinho transfer is one of their worst ever signings of all time, because they have lost a lot of money as he was worth £142 million with add-ons and incentives. So in terms of Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona, that was probably one of the worst transfers in the whole of football history. And in terms of Mikel Arteta, it looks like he is keen to bring in Philippe Coutinho alongside Everton and Leicester City, and this is because we still haven't found that long-term replacement to Mesut Ozil. Do I think this will be a good transfer? In my opinion, I don't think it will be, because first of all, we were reported that Mikel Arteta has been given a chance to have a good spending spree of around £250 million in the summer transfer window, and Stan Kroenke will be allowing him to spend that much money. But then there was talks that Stan Kroenke himself wanted high young profile players, so that even if they failed to live up to expectations, they will be sold at a high price. Or even if there was a player that played really well and Mikel Arteta's Arsenal thoughts might as well sell him and look for other younger talents, that could be a system that they could follow as well. But Philippe Coutinho does not fit that at all, being 29 years old. So this nicely takes us on to the second piece of transfer news, which states that Gabriel Magalhaes asked Renato Sanches to join him at Arsenal, with midfielder waiting for invitation. So the reports are stating that Arsenal defender Gabriel Magalhaes has urged Portugal midfielder Renato Sanches to join the club. Renato Sanches was one of Europe's most sought after young talents after winning the Golden Boy Award in 2016, but a big money move to Bayern Munich saw him endure a difficult spell in Germany where his performances dipped. Following an ill-fated loan spell with Swansea City, Renato Sanches joined Lille in 2019, where he has rebuilt his reputation, helping the club to the Ligue 1 title last season and turning in some impressive performances for Portugal during their Euro 2020 campaign. The 22-year-old has been linked with a move to Arsenal, with Mikel Arteta looking to make major changes in midfield. His former Lille teammate Gabriel Magalhaes has now further fueled the speculation by asking the midfielder to join him in North London, with Renato Sanches waiting for an invitation. Arsenal have already parted company with Dani Ceballos, and the Spaniard returning to Real Madrid following the end of his loan spell. Granit Xhaka is thought to be closing to sealing a move to Roma, but there are talks that he could join Juventus, while Lucas Torreira and Matteo Guendouzi are understood to have been put up for sale. So it looks like Gabriel Magalhaes has asked Renato Sanches to join him at Arsenal, with midfielder waiting for invitation. So it looks like Gabriel Magalhaes also wants Renato Sanches to join the Gunners, and this has pretty much hyped up this Renato Sanches to Arsenal transfer, because there's a lot of fans that are going to be very happy regarding what they've seen from one of our men, Gabriel Magalhaes, and I think this man is going to be an Arsenal player for a long time. He might be a legend at 30 years old or 33 years old or when he leaves the football club, because there's a lot of things I really like about Gabriel Magalhaes, the way he treats the Arsenal fan base, the way he keeps committed to the Emirates Stadium. Even though he's had a difficult first season, even though he started off very well, he's had patches where he didn't look his best. So, but there's still a lot to come from Gabriel Magalhaes. I think there's a lot to come from his aerial qualities. But to ask Renato Sanches to come join Arsenal, and with Renato Sanches replying, "I am still waiting for an invitation," that means that he definitely will agree personal terms with Arsenal. And all Mikel Arteta Arsenal needs to do is pay the valuation that Lille are asking, because Lille are trying to put a new contract on Renato Sanches, as they could try and get as much money for him, but at the same time, will Renato Sanches sign a new contract with Lille? But in the first instance, what we can clearly see is that Renato Sanches wants to join Arsenal. All it depends on is Arsenal to come in with an offer. They want, say, 20-30 million pounds. They should put the cash there and get the player, and that should be easy job for Mikel Arteta, because if he's publicly expressing that he wants to join Arsenal, that means that there's going to be a massive shift in that midfield. And I think there's a lot of fans divided about Renato Sanches to Arsenal. Some players have said he's a hot and cold player. Some people of you guys have stated that he's a decent player. Some players have a lot of things regarding him. Some fans have a lot of things regarding him. But remember, he's someone that won the Golden Boy Award. That's something that Erling Haaland's won, Kylian Mbappe's won. So there is some talent regarding to Renato Sanches. For me, I think it will be a good addition to that midfield, because there needs a massive shift in that midfield, in my opinion. So we'll have to wait and see how Arsenal will use the summer transfer window in the end. And make sure you smash the like button to see if you can get 20 likes. Also, hit the subscribe button for more daily Arsenal news videos. Comment below if you think these are good transfer deals, and click one of the latest videos on the screen, and I'll see you there.